Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Amber and this is a channel all about plus size fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Today we have a haul from Rebdolls. So I've done a Rebdolls haul in the past and excited to kind of dive into a new one, new season, spring stuff coming out. And actually the reason that I ordered, which actually started my order, was I think they just launched their app. And in addition, they launched a new collection called the Mirage collection, which is very like desert, summer, linen, all that stuff. So I had to check that out and see what goodies I found. So we're gonna be seeing that today. There's also some more like transitional stuff, sweater dresses, jackets, skirts, a couple knit tops, and then a couple like more high summery or more into summer type things. So a real range. I guess depending on where you live, the climate might be a little bit better than it is here. But yeah, hopefully a little bit of something for everyone. So Rebdolls is an online only collection or store, retailer, there we go. And I think they go from a size 10 to like maybe a 32, 34 on select styles. And it was actually a former, or maybe she's even current, sorry guys, all of my information's like maybe, but she started her career as a plus size model and then found this whole like gap in the industry for like body confident clothing for plus size women. So she launched Rebdolls. Her name is Griselle Angel, and I actually love watching her TikToks. She was buying things from her own brand. She was doing honest reviews at home, and I haven't seen them quite recently, but you can always go check that out on TikTok. And I thought it was really great because, you know, as a designer myself, I feel like I can give the best feedback when I put something on my body to see like, how does this armhole fit? Do we have enough sweep? Is the length feeling right? You know, all that stuff, because each fabric reacts differently. So you might have different stretch, you might have different growth, you know, all of that stuff that you have to factor in when you're creating clothing, especially clothing for plus size women, because when you gain weight, it can distribute in so many different places. So like a size 18 is not the same for every size 18. So for that reason, we love fit solutions. We love fabric with some stretch so it can move, so it can accommodate and adjust to different proportions. And you kind of have to be a little bit of like an architect, I guess, a body architect in a way. But that's kind of why I love my job too, is finding these creative solutions and still making things feel like genuine and trendy and, you know, all that stuff. So love that she does that for the brand. It definitely made me a fan of her and interested in trying things with the brand again, because the size chart sometimes is a little bit difficult for me. I feel like I kind of land in between sizes, and then sometimes things came in really small or oversized. And I also feel in regards to like pants that they're made with a girl who's got a very flat tummy and maybe like more hips. So even if it is hitting my hip measurement, I just don't have enough rise, you know, because she just doesn't have to go, like the fit model or whoever doesn't have to go over the tummy as much. So that's just, or the sleeves are really tight. I don't know. There's just a few things in my past experience with the brand that weren't favorable. So I am excited to try them again today, see if there's been any, you know, adjustments that work better for me. But always love the assortment they have. Definitely leans a little bit like bold and sexy, but that's fun, you know. I think everybody could use a little bit of sexy in their life. So all right, without further ado, let's get into the haul. As a reminder, here are my measurements. I am 5'6", I wear about a size 22, and I am straight from the front but curvy from the side, so a curvy rectangle. So this first look is the Scarlet collared sweater rib mini dress. I'm wearing a size 3 and it is in the color orange. So I feel like overall the fit of this is pretty good. It is intended to be more of like a fit and flare vibe to it. It's in this sweater rib knit and it's soft, not itchy. There is a collar. I feel like the collar shaping or construction does feel a little bit weird. It's like not sitting quite right. And then you can choose to wear it buttoned up if you want, or open. It's actually a pretty good length for a mini. It hits right above the knee. And this is supposed to be kind of that like circle skirt cut. It feels a little flat in the front and in the back for me. And it feels like it has a lot of fullness on the sides. So this could be, once again, their fit model. If she doesn't have a tummy, maybe she is getting more fullness here, but because I am using some of this, it kind of flattens out. Or it could just be how the pattern is cut, where it's not quite like, it's called slash and spread, enough to give the coning or the drape that I'm looking for. But beyond that, really cute and fun. And you know, you can wear this right now in early spring when it's still cold out, but you could also kind of wear it into like further spring or fall. So love this one. It's really cute. And I like that it gives kind of, it kind of reminds me of like Scooby-Doo, right? Like, is that the Thelma? Is that her name? It's like I need a little neck scarf and some high boots, and then this is like a perfect little Halloween costume. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So this one I had high hopes for, but I'll have to say it is now categorized in the train wreck of a fit for me. So this is the Boogie Nights jumpsuit. I did size up to a 4X here because I thought it would give me extra torso length. But as you can see, it's just a little bit like too big kind of everywhere, but still too short in the length. So yeah, I feel like for the body width, a 3X would probably be fine. Yeah, I'd say probably a 3X because my hip, I wouldn't want to go down too much, but I still need like, I don't know, inches of extra length. So if you have a tall torso or long torso like me, this is not it for you. Also, there's a facing in here to finish the neckline clean, but I kind of hate facings because they like pop out like this, so that's not great. And then the straps are ties, which are really pretty, but then also a little bit challenging because you're like, how am I tying this on myself? Is it even? You know, all the things. No pockets. Fabric is this poly with a little bit of stretch. And I loved this like vintage retro print, but it's just not meant to be. So next up is this beautiful jacket. It is called the Model Behavior Wide Collared Jacket. I'm wearing a size 3X and it is in the color green. This is so pretty. It's like this melt-in wool feeling fabric, and it's got this beautiful wide collar. It's just past knee length, and then it has this belt, which you can choose to take off if you don't want to wear it. There are side seam pockets here, and then this really like smart, thoughtful double snap. So you could choose, like if you need a little bit more space, you could choose just to snap the first one for maybe like a more looser boxy fit, or you could snap the second one in for a little bit closer to body fit. I feel like so luxe and regal in this. I'm obsessed with the wide collar. And then you guys all probably know I'm loving green right now. So yeah, really pretty overall. Definitely a fan. So then underneath this, we'll start with the skirt. This is the vegan leather skater skirt in brown. I'm wearing a size 3X. I love the look of this. I think it's really cute. I feel like the length is a really good length for a little skater skirt. The fit is nice. There is elastic at the back and then just a flat waistband at the front. The leather quality is not my favorite. It's definitely lighter weight and it feels kind of cheap to me. The back side of it is, first of all, white, but then also just kind of like plasticky feeling. Whereas a lot of faux leather that I've been seeing lately has a slightly brushed back, which makes it feel a little bit more substantial, a little bit more realistic. I don't know, something like that. And then also this did come with a pretty strong odor out of the packaging, kind of like chemicals and faux leather. I don't know, it just has its own smell. But with that being said, I do think it's really cute. So I'm just deciding, like, do I like it enough to keep it? I don't know, let me know what you guys think. And then the top is their essential V-neck top, and let me untuck it for you. So this is in the color white. It's also a 3X. The length is pretty long, like it's pretty long, but it is a fitted top. And that's kind of what drew me to it. I wanted one of these like second skin type of options to layer under some skirts and trousers that I have. I love this like deep V-neck, but just do note that it is pretty deep. And then I would say for like a 3X or a 22, 24, it definitely fits pretty fitted. So like the arms, I can feel it like on the biceps, and then it's just very fitted down to the bottom of the sleeve hem. It does seem to be like an extra long length too in the sleeve, which I kind of like. But just, you know that if you have long arms, you'll love this. If you don't like things long on your arm, you might not. I only saw this, I think, in the color white, but it feels like it has good enough coverage too. Doesn't seem too sheer. Definitely a lot of stretch, and overall just like a good find for everyday layering, I'd say. So this next look is actually one of the catalysts for this whole purchase. It's part of their Mirage collection, which is supposed to be all like earthy, deserty, that sort of thing. And I'm going on a trip to Italy this summer, so I was like, well, let me try these things out. So this first set, and they are sold separately, but they were shown together as a set. This is the Leah elastic hem top and the Leah A-line maxi skirt. I'm wearing a 3X in both of them, and initial thoughts is like the top feels maybe a little small, like especially in the sleeve and when I try to like reach forward, and then if I make any movements it definitely pops up. And then the skirt feels really too big. So it's like I almost want to, I don't know if they were marked incorrectly, but it's like I almost want to size up to a 4X in the top and size down to at least a 2X in the skirt, if not a 1X here. So definitely really interesting. But otherwise, the fabric is a linen blend. It's a poly viscose linen cotton. It could use a softener. It's a little bit like stiff and boardy, but it's not that bad. I don't find it itchy or anything. The neckline on this top is kind of more of a boat neck, but it's not laying very flat on me. I feel like I'm getting some weird little like bulges out here. And then it has a short sleeve with elastic, but like I said, this feels very like too small, so I'm not getting that kind of like puffed sleeve effect. It's just my arms are filling it out. It is a shorter top. It was intended to be that way, assuming it goes back to the skirt just to give like a little sliver of skin. But if I wasn't having other fit issues, it might just fit better overall. And then the skirt is a maxi length. It's got a slit at the side seam. It goes a little high. It's like maybe 5 inches above the knee. And then it does have side seam pockets, which I love. The waist is all elastic, and it is just an easy pull on. And it looks like it has good coverage. At least from my first view, I didn't feel like my undergarments were noticeable. So if I can figure out the sizing, I'll probably end up keeping this, but right now things are just not quite right for this one. So next up, and also from the Mirage collection, is the Aya maxi linen dress with kimono sleeve. I'm wearing a size 3X and it is in the color red. Beautiful dress. Love the overall vibe of this. I do feel like I could size down here possibly. And then the neckline is Definitely plunging, so if I kept this, I would either pin it or stitch it a little bit higher so I could just wear my bra with it. The color is pretty, but for a linen fabric, it almost feels like I want it to be like a dusty or softer red. And maybe that's just me, because it is pretty. I don't know. It's just like a little disconnected in my brain, I think. The fabric is a cotton linen blend. This also could have benefited from like a soften wash in production, because it is still a little bit like raw and stiff feeling in the fabric, but not too bad. Just would have been a nicer end use, I think, if it was a little bit softer. Overall, really pretty. The sleeves are really big. I'll have to look at this afterwards on screen and see. On body, they feel like maybe a little bit too big, like they're kind of like wearing me. But I think on the screen it looks pretty from afar. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. It also has pockets, love that. And then it is more of that maxi length. I am wearing a couple inches on these shoes, but I think I could probably wear a sandal with it too. Ultimately really pretty, and I hope that they come out with more colors as the season goes on, because this is a really beautiful dress. So last up is a little dress that makes me want to go flamenco dancing. It is the After Hours Smocked ruffled midi dress. I'm wearing a 3X in the color lime green. This is such a fun little summer dress right here. I love that the straps are adjustable, which I feel like I probably do need to adjust them a little more because it is falling down. And then it is an entirely smocked body. It's a poly fabric with no stretch. No stretch, but because of the smocking, it all stretches. There's also a lining underneath that stretches well, as well. And then you do get these little ruffles going all the way down. I think it's super cute. I would probably size down one because I am finding I have quite a bit extra in certain parts, like the waist and the bust. And I liked this so much that I couldn't decide on the color, so I also got pink, which I'm going to show you right now. And here's the pink one. And now for the hard choice. Which one do I like better? Are you guys team green or team pink? Let me know for sure, because I definitely can't decide. Alright guys, that wraps up our Rebdolls haul. That was a lot of fun. I feel like it gets me really excited for spring and summer, so I really enjoyed that. I also feel like sizing is still a little inconsistent with the brand, which is never fun because then that results in a lot of like exchanges, returns, all that stuff. But I still had fun, so there's that. Let me know down below what you think I should keep and what must go. And as always, thank you for stopping by and letting me play dress up. And please comment, like, subscribe, share, and come back for more. See you next time.